Hello, everyone. From tears of happiness to shouts of joy in the hearts of those who have endured many years of wrongful imprisonment, languishing in despair. We are witnessing the craziest and most emotional reactions of people who were wrongfully convicted when they are declared innocent and set free in court. Kyle Rittenhouse, 18 years old. On August 25, 2020, in Kenosha, he became involved in a shooting incident that resulted in fatalities during a protest for racial justice. He was charged with 2 counts of homicide, 1 count of attempted homicide, and 2 counts of recklessly endangering safety. The deceased were Joseph Rosenbaum, 36 years old, and Anthony Huber, 26 years old, while Gigi Grosskreutz, 28 years old, was injured. The trial presented contrasting narratives from the defense and prosecution regarding Kyle Rittenhouse's actions in Kenosha. During the trial, Rittenhouse's defense argued that he had come to Kenosha to protect personal property, carrying medical supplies alongside his firearm, and he acted in self-defense due to fear for his life when he was attacked. The violence mentioned occurred following the shooting of Jacob Blake, an African-American man who was severely injured by police, leaving him paralyzed from the waist down. Conversely, the prosecution portrayed Rittenhouse as a reckless instigator of violence who showed no remorse for his actions, including using an AR-15-style rifle. The trial focused mainly on whether Rittenhouse's actions constituted a reasonable response to prevent imminent death or great bodily harm, as defined by Wisconsin law. Rittenhouse testified in his own defense, stating he acted out of fear for his life. He described how Huber attacked him with a skateboard and tried to seize his weapon, how Grosskreutz pointed a handgun at him, and how Rosenbaum chased him and grabbed his gun. This testimony was a pivotal moment in the trial, as it posed a risk to Rittenhouse due to his youth and the potential for intense cross-examination by the prosecution. Ultimately, based on the elements of self-defense and credible evidence, the jury acquitted Rittenhouse. When the not guilty verdict was read, one could see him tense and then break down in tears, overwhelmed with emotion. However, the acquittal led to significant public debate over gun rights and the boundaries of self-defense in the United States. What do you think? Did Rittenhouse deserve to be acquitted? Share your opinion in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe to support our latest videos. John Bunn, born in 1976, is an African-American who was wrongfully convicted in a 1991 murder case when he was just 14 years old. His life changed forever after a serious robbery incident at the Kingsborough Housing Project in New York, where 2 Rikers Island correction officers were shot, one fatally. Despite suspect descriptions as 2 light-skinned black men in their 20s, Bunn and another 17-year-old teen, Rosen Hargrave, were arrested based on unclear testimony. Bunn, too young to fully comprehend the legal system, was placed in a juvenile detention center where he self-educated and earned his GED at 17. Upon his conditional release in 2006 after 16 years in prison, John Bunn tirelessly worked to prove his innocence, a battle that lasted nearly a decade under parole supervision. Things changed in 2013 when the misconduct of Detective Scarcella, the investigator of the case, was uncovered. In 2015, Rosen Hargrave's conviction was vacated due to Scarcella's skewed practices and fabricated evidence. Bunn also got a chance for exoneration when his conviction was overturned in November 2016, due to the possibility that evidence, specifically blood on a police car, had been tampered with. Bunn's legal battle peaked in 2018 when an appellate court upheld the decision to vacate the verdict, and the charges against him were finally dropped. John Bunn sued New York City for wrongful prosecution, procedural violations, and conspiracy to infringe on civil rights. The lawsuit ended in 2020 with the city agreeing to a settlement of $5.9 million. Bunn, post-exoneration, established a non-profit organization aimed at educating incarcerated youth and providing them with books to promote literacy. Through this organization, Bunn not only shares his story, but also inspires and offers hope to many other young individuals facing similar challenges. Stephen Avery, born on July 9, 1962 in Manitowoc County, Wisconsin, became the focal point of a widely publicized wrongful conviction case. In July 1985, a woman was sexually assaulted on a beach near Lake Michigan. Despite alibi evidence and the crime scene being 40 miles away, Avery was still identified as the perpetrator and convicted of rape and attempted murder, receiving a 32-year sentence. His appeals in 1987 and 1996 were denied. However, around 1995, a detective from Brown County pointed out that someone else may have committed the assault, leading to Avery's eventual exoneration. In 2002, after 18 years in prison, the Wisconsin Innocence Project used DNA testing, which was not available at the time of his original trial, to exonerate Avery. DNA evidence identified Gregory Allen, a man with a history of crimes against women who resembled Avery, as the actual perpetrator. Avery was released on September 11, 2003, but by this time his life had been completely altered. His wife had divorced him, and his family had become estranged. After being exonerated, Stephen Avery filed a civil lawsuit against Manitowoc County, the former sheriff, and the former district attorney, seeking a $36 million compensation for his wrongful conviction. However, before the civil lawsuit could be resolved with a $400,000 settlement in February 2006, Stephen Avery was arrested for the murder of Teresa Halbach, a photographer in Wisconsin. He was convicted of murder, plus an additional 5 years for a weapons charge in 2007, receiving a life sentence without the possibility of parole, a sentence upheld by the appeals court. In December 2015, Netflix released a 10-part original documentary series titled Making a Murderer, exploring the investigations and trials of Avery and Dassey. To this day, Stephen Avery's case continues to be a highly debated and legally active subject. Susan Mellen, born in 1964, is an American woman known for her wrongful conviction and subsequent exoneration. It all began on July 21, 1997, when the body of a man named Richard Daley was found in San Pedro, California. Los Angeles police detective Marcella Wynn received a tip that Daley had been killed by members of the Lawndale 13 street gang in an area known as Mellen Patch, owned by Susan Mellen's mother, Aline Mellen. A woman named June Patty claimed to be a legal assistant and contacted the police, alleging Susan Mellen's involvement in the Daley murder. Despite Patty's dubious credibility, later revealed by her own sister as a pathological liar and master manipulator, Mellen was still arrested and charged with first-degree murder on August 25, 1997. This arrest was solely based on Patty's inconsistent and contradictory statements, which did not align with the autopsy findings. In 2009, new developments emerged when Shirley Naka befriended Santo Alvarez, one of the initial suspects, who confessed to Mellen's innocence and his involvement in the murder. In 2014, Deirdre O'Connor of Innocence Matters took on Mellen's case. Alvarez's confession and evidence of June Patty's unreliability led to a state habeas petition. On October 10, 2014, the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office decided not to continue prosecuting Susan Mellen due to a lack of evidence. As a result, Mellen's conviction was overturned, charges were dismissed, and she was released. Mellen cried happily with her family when she was officially free. In November 2014, Mellen was declared innocent, and she later filed a federal civil rights lawsuit, which was reinstated in 2018 and settled for $12 million in March 2019. Susan Mellen is currently living happily with her family, but there's no way to regain the 17 years of youth that she lost while wrongfully imprisoned. If you want to express your feelings about this video or have personal stories to share, please let us know by leaving your comments or experiences below. Don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe to our channel to stay updated with our latest videos. Goodbye and see you again. Thank you.